morning, students. Students, we will be studying with the third method of calculating national income. That is, we will calculate national income by expenditure method now. But before starting the third method, I hope you are clear with the first two method, that is your value added or product method, and second method which we have already studied is income method. Hope you are practicing a lot, because we have already done. Do practice a lot, because otherwise you will be into problems. So we will start today with the third method, that is expenditure method. Now students, what is expenditure? When we are spending on our consumption, when we are spending on our livelihood, we are spending on goods and services nowadays. So how can we calculate national income? So if the expenditure of all the citizens, that is the households, if the expenditure of all the firms and government, that is private firms differently and government differently, if we calculate together and then we see what is the national income, so this method is known as national income by expenditure method. So first thing what you will be taking into account is final consumption expenditure. When we take final consumption expenditure, it is the expenditure. Consumption means what the on non-durable goods, bread, butter, wheat, you are consuming some fine goods, and that goods are, you are doing expenditure on that goods. So final consumption expenditure can be of two parts. One is private, that is households are doing on final goods expenditure. Second, the government is spending. The government is doing some final expenditure on the consumption of defense personnel. So these two come under the consumption expenditure. Now when we talk about the government or the producers or the investors who are doing, so when they are investing, that means they are capital formation. As we have done, that investment is the part of, in turn you get capital formation. So when we talk about investment or the capital formation, here capital formation means building by the residents, factories, or we have made some assets, hospitals. So these are domestic capital formation which are done by the government also, which can be done by the business producers also. The producers are producing the goods, so they are spending on the fixed capital. So that is the, and the households which are making their buildings, residential constructions they are doing. The government is building roads, the governments are building hospitals. So all this are capital formation by the government. The producers are doing capital formation for their own use, that is fixed assets. Their business firms, the producers are doing, some of them are doing on ACs also, that is also a final investment. Some are residents are building their houses, so they are also spending on construction purposes, constructing residence and all. So that is also come under the parts of fixed capital formation. Now I have told you this portion. Now what is this portion? That is change in stock. So gross domestic capital formation, the investment or investment can be of two types. One is fixed investment and the other is changing investment. You are spending on stock because it is a capital formation, it is an investment for the business. So one side you are spending on the fixed assets, the other side you are spending on the stock, which is the stock. Why we have taken this change in stock? Because we have to take it for one accounting year. That is why we have said closing stock minus the opening stock, because here the opening stock for that year would be the closing stock of the last year, and here the closing stock would be the next year's opening stock. So we have to take what actually the stock, what is the stock which they are using in the span of 1 year in an economy. Now when some of the exports, the producers are exporting the goods and the export is being taken by the other persons, other country people, so that becomes the export. And what is imports? When we are importing the final goods and services. So when it is exports, the exports consumption expenditure increases, because the exports are for our utilization. So when the people are taking export, that means they are doing the consumption expenditure and giving us the money. And similarly, when we are doing the consumption expenditure, we are giving the money to outside. So when we couple up this, that means first thing, second thing and third thing, net exports we will be taking. This all will become, this all will is known as gross domestic product at market price. Clear? When this gross to it, again we have to calculate the national income. So what we will do, we will just couple up this thing, we will couple up this thing, we will couple up this thing, and what we get it is gross domestic product at market price. Now, when this gross domestic product at market price has to be converted to national income, that is NNP at factor cost, or I say that national income. So what is there? You have to deduct the depreciation to get net domestic. You have to add the NFI, that is you are converting the domestic into national, and you have to, because it is market, that is why we are deducting the NIT, that is indirect tax, to get the factor cost. So when you will calculate this, that is gross domestic product at market price, you have to put these formulas to convert it into net national product at factor cost. This we have calculated by expenditure method. Students, we will be doing one numerical on this basis. Now I'll write the numerical on the board. Now, what is the question? You have to calculate net domestic product at market price, and second thing, you have to calculate gross domestic product at factor cost. In this question, you have to calculate this. Now, what is given to you is gross investment, which is again rupees in crores. This is 90. Net exports 10. Third thing which is given is NIT, that is net indirect taxes, is 5. Fourth thing which is given is depreciation, that is 15. 5 which is given as net factor income from abroad is -5. Sixth, private final consumption expenditure is given as 350, and the other thing which is given to you is government final consumption expenditure, which is given in the question as 100. Now students, when I have told you the formula for calculating the national income by expenditure method, first thing what we have taken is private final consumption expenditure. So what we have to calculate, we will take this, we have to calculate gross domestic product at market price, one thing. Here from this only we will calculate the second thing. Now first thing what was given in the formula is final private, that was 350, plus the government final consumption expenditure was 100, plus the gross investment which is given in the question is 90. Next was to you to take net exports. Now what is net exports given in the question as 10. Clear? Now you will not deduct any depreciation because it is gross. You will not deduct any net indirect taxes because it is at factor, already at a market price you have to calculate. So you will not take, and we are not taking NFIA because it is domestic, it is not your national income. So we have to convert it into national income. So what you will take, first thing we have covered gross investment, second thing we have covered net exports, NIT will not be taken, fourth thing is depreciation we will not be taking, fifth NFIA we will not be taking because we have to calculate domestic, sixth and seventh we have already taken. So what is the answer? 450 plus 90 is 540, and 540 plus 10 is 550 crores. Clear? 450 plus, clear? 540 plus 10 is, so what you have calculated is gross domestic product at market price is rupees 550 crores. Now what you have to calculate in second thing is gross domestic product at factor cost. So what you can do, you can just simply deduct the indirect taxes from this, you will get the answer. What is the indirect taxes in the question is 5. So 545 crores is the answer for gross domestic product at factor cost. Now students, if you want to calculate, in this question we have to calculate two things only. But if we try to solve the other thing, that is third thing as national income, because we are given with the NIP. So what you will do, so net national product at factor cost, when you are having G at factor cost, you will be adding the NFIA and deducting the depreciation. So you will get the national income. 445 plus what is the NFI which is given? Net factor income from abroad is -5. And depreciation again is given in the question as 15. So if you wanted to calculate the third thing as national income, what you will, 540 minus your 20, it is rupees 525 crores would be the answer when you will calculate national income by expenditure method. So students, now we have done this by solving the, now what are the precautions while we are taking this expenditure method? Now first thing, the main precaution while you will be calculating the expenditure method, first most important thing is you will cover the final goods. Again and again I am telling you, you will only take the national income on which is based on the expenditure on the final goods. No intermediate goods expenditure is taken into consideration. Otherwise you will have the problem of double account. Second hand goods expenditure done on the second hand goods by the public will not be treated in national income. Expenditure on shares, expenditure on bonds will not be taken because it is duplication of the transfers of shares. So estimating imputed value, that is estimated value of any good is not taken. Actual value will be taken when we will calculate in the expenditure method by national income, or when we calculate national income by expenditure method. So these are the points when we are calculating, we should keep in mind that these things are given. We will be taking this or we will be excluding this. So I have done with the formula. We have done practice the numerical portion. So tomorrow we'll again practice this numerical portion. Till then, read the formulas, learn the formulas by heart, make a page and write the formulas again and again on all three methods. Thank you for now. Have a nice day. Stay blessed.